Dear Leo, welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more readers and astrologers. But let's see what's coming up for you this week. And right off the bat, you have a good card of happiness, emotional happiness. Some of the other people have not, some of the other signs, I should say, have not had a lot going on. It's been kind of like a mellow, relaxing week of just taking your time and things, and maybe taking time out to like go into nature and meditate and all that other stuff that you could be doing. Having said that, it's not true for you, so I don't know why I opened my mouth. But you start off with 3 hearts again. A couple other signs have had very similar cards to the 3 of hearts. Not necessarily the 3 of hearts, but similar cards. Just a card of emotional happiness, a card of being very happy. It also adds it's one of those cards that's kind of like an indicator of positivity in a reading. So, there are a couple cards that readers use that maybe suggest a more positive direction for the reading. And again, the 3 of hearts is one of them. It's kind of just like a clue to the reader that things are probably going to go well. This card can sometimes in a relationship represent needing to make more of a commitment. So if some of you are feeling, again, but I would say I would base that off of feelings. 3 of Hearts is a feelings card. So if you feel like there needs to be more of a commitment in a relationship, I'd say this is a good clue for those of you that might be feeling that this week. Next, you have the 6 of Diamonds. Very good card of finances and financial responsibility. It's kind of similar to the 9 of Diamonds, which both cards are cards of like paying for car repairs, for example, and paying for it now so that it doesn't turn into something much more expensive in the future. It's a card of like doing things now so that you don't have to deal with them in the future. Also a very good card for starting something, like if you're considering starting a business or starting a new job or even taking your business in a new direction. This is a great card. It's like I said, I think the best way to describe it is just a card of starting, a card of getting started on something new. That could even be a relationship as well, by the way. This doesn't necessarily only have to do with money. It could be like a relationship or a new spiritual practice, or anything that you're starting this week gets a little bit of a push from this. Next, you have the 9 of Hearts, card of wishes and getting something you wish for. Very similar to the 9 of Cups in the Tarot. It can also, again, represent taking your relationship to the next level. If you're in a relationship, it kind of represents cycles, and it represents an almost complete circle, a circle that's almost closed. So it suggests that you could be taking maybe your relationship, if you're in one, into a new direction. This can also represent the ending of a relationship, but you would know, like it would actually be a positive thing for you if the relationship were to end. But again, you would already know that this was happening. It wouldn't be a surprise or anything. But again, mostly just a card of wishes for most of you. Next, you have the 3 of Spades. One other sign had this, or maybe 2. This card represents needing to be careful of being injured. So definitely take care of yourself. Take care of your back. Mostly has to do with your spine. So take care of your back, and if you're lifting weights or lifting boxes or putting things over your head or something, just be very careful. And it's just a warning card. It doesn't say something bad is going to happen. It just says don't let something bad happen. Take care of yourself. Also, again, can be a card of breakups. There are 2 cards of breakups. Again, based off of the 9 of Hearts, I would say that if you are experiencing a breakup this week, you wouldn't be surprised about it. It would be something that you have either seen coming or you have been thinking about yourself. So again, no surprises here. Next, you have the 8 of Diamonds. This is the card of the entrepreneur. Very good card for those of you who are entrepreneurs. Very good for those of you in sales or marketing as well. It kind of gives you a little bit of a boost this week. Also just great for work. Anything you want to work on. Not even money related. Again, anything else. If you want to work on your relationship, if you want to work on spirituality, this card represents, putting energy in and getting it back, and it represents a perfect exchange of energy. So anything you're working on, you could have a perfect exchange this week. But again, this is also a very lucky card and a card of good fortune. And finally, you have the Queen of Spades. This card represents needing to get something started. Again, you have all these start cards this week that kind of say, hey, if you're thinking about starting something, you should probably get it started right now and just jump in and get it started. Other than that, this card also says be careful of lending money to friends or even family, because especially if you're giving it in as a loan, as expecting it back, because this card can represent you giving out money, not getting it back. So be very careful of that. If you're okay with not getting it back, then by all means lend the money, but just know you're probably not going to see it again. So be very careful of that, and also be careful of gossip at work. If you work, just stay out of it and ignore it. That's probably the best thing to do with the Queen of Spades. But other than that, it looks like a great week. And again, for you, actually looks like a busy week. 8 of Diamonds makes you work and need to work very hard. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.